Hello everyone. Hi. Hello there. Now, I've already seen about 20 or so unboxing videos of this very same controller, so I thought, in the spirit of the internet, why not add my voice to the unending, deafening wall of uninspired content that is of little to no value to anyone? Because truly, the one voice that you need to hear is from somebody who knows shockingly little about Xbox controllers. In fact, I still use a knockoff Xbox 360 controller to this day. So this is a very long and overdue upgrade for myself. And while I may not be all that knowledgeable about Xbox controllers, I would say that I know a fair bit about Halo, which means that legally, I'm forced to whine on Reddit should anything in this box not be 100% lore accurate. Those are the rules, apparently. So let's get started. I've never done an unboxing video before, but I do like watching them from time to time. I have to admit they are quite entertaining, and that kind of slides right off. Very satisfying the way, I don't know, it's something about unpackaging something new, and let's be honest, kind of overpriced, feels quite nice. But here we go. It comes in its own little, it comes in its own house, which is lovely. I love a controller with a house. In fact, this is heavy, so this still has more in it, but let's not worry about that for the time being. Let's focus on this bad boy. Now, I'm liking it. I'm liking the UNSC. It's actually, I thought it'd be like a standard kind of paint print on top, but it's actually, I don't know if you can see, let me try and hold this up to the light properly. It's actually kind of 3D the way it sticks out. Probably not of interest to anyone, but it is for me. So let's go ahead and unzip this, and we can reveal the lad himself, the chunky lad. There it is. Wow. And something I love about this controller is, if you can see on the detailing, where's my camera? It's actually already got all these kind of scrapes and scars and battle damage. So when I inevitably throw my controller across the room because I suck at Halo Infinite, it will just look like part of the design, which is really clever of them to do. And I think they did this specifically for me. It feels good, I have to say. There's something about the texture difference. I don't know if it's just because it's been downstairs where it's cold, or if this is actually metal, but it does feel much colder here. And you have these nice rubberized grips. There's a big difference in texture. And that's kind of cool. It feels more luxury, I suppose, which I guess you'd come to expect. Also, I have to ask, what are these things here? I've never owned a controller with these. Is this a normal thing that they have now? Can you use this in Halo Infinite? If so, have people been able to use this in Master Chief Collection? Could this be why I've been losing? What can I map these to? Is it anything I like? Because that's quite cool. In all honesty, I'll probably put like... maybe throw a grenade or maybe jump on there. I'm used to playing bumper jumper anyway, so actually having dedicated buttons on the back might be quite cool. It feels good. They feel quite natural to press, if I'm honest. So that works out quite well. This is also the first time I've had a D-pad that looks quite like this. Usually it's just the sort of crosshair D-pad. The fact this goes in a diagonal is kind of cool. It feels better than I thought it would. By looking at that, I was like, that's weird. But it feels quite natural, which is good. Let's look at some of the accessories that this bad boy came with. Okay, so standard silica packet, which I guess I will get rid of. Maybe I'll keep it in there. You know, I don't know if I want to keep this like pristine value. Weirdly, some kind of, in fact, I don't know if the focus is going to allow me to get a good shot of that. Some strange key, which I can only assume is to open the Xbox controller should I need to make repairs. I'm not certain. In fact, it does have some text on it, but it's just like a serial number. Maybe it's like a, maybe it's some kind of certificate of authenticity or something like that. You know, they sometimes have that. I do think it serves a function though, because it is very tool-like. I guess I will find out when I read whatever manual came with this. We also seem to have, if I put the controller there for the time being, we also seem to have a lot of different thumbsticks. Now, I didn't actually realize that they did variations in. Oh, wow. So they actually have different, I know this is probably no news to anyone who likes Xbox controllers, but they do have variations in sizes for the thumbsticks, which is cool. I've never tried playing with anything but the default length of thumbstick. Also, they seem to have different kind of grips on them. Do these just pop right off? Yep, they actually do. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. So I can now put the tallest thumbstick I've ever seen in my life on there. That is incredible. I have no idea if that has any functionality, if that actually makes your aim better. I imagine it'd be more precise, or you could have your sensitivity lower, because the more movement I make up top here, the slower the movement will take place down here. So, I mean, I'll give it a go. I'll definitely try it out. It's kind of something to experiment with, but that just looks very odd to me. We also have ones that I think are much shorter. That doesn't feel too much. Oh, no, it does. There's kind of like a stiffness to it. They have different kind of grips. Like, this doesn't actually have any kind of grip at all. I'm guessing if I'm aiming, I'm probably going to want some form of grip there. I'll also give this one a go, as it's kind of got a... I don't know if you can see it if I do that. Not really. Oh, maybe you can see it. If you look at this one, which I've just put on, it has a very rounded, almost dome-like top to it. Whereas if we look at the standard thumbstick, they kind of divot. It's concave. It goes inwards there. So interesting. I don't know what the difference in feel is going to be like over long periods of time. It does feel weird. It feels like I'm touching a mushroom, and I'm not okay with that. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Not for good, but just for now. I'll put in the default one again, as I think that's what they want us to stick with, so I will use that for the time being. Is there anything else in this magical carry case? It's kind of like some... Oh no, this does actually come out. That's good to know. Okay. What is this felt? Does that... I want to make sure this actually comes off before I tear it off. I don't think it does. Okay, I think that may be meant to stay. But it is from what I can see, a charging dock. Sorry, I'm terrible at this. I realize that I'm talking about things that are actually off camera. But it seems to be a sort of standard charging dock where I would put the controller, and I can just leave this plugged in, I'm assuming. So as soon as I'm done playing, plonk the controller down, there it's charging, and I don't have to worry about plugging it in. It's wherever I put it down, which is good. So that's quite cool. Right, I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and put these all back in their little houses. The last thing of note in here that I can really see, and it's going to be tough to get out, actually. Can I do it? Yes, I can. If I put that here, there we go, get a nice focus on that. It is a standard D-pad, which I believe I was talking about earlier. Whether that actually gets cut out or not, I won't know. But as I was saying, I'm not used to these kind of... circular D-pads. So the fact that I could presumably I can literally just take that out and put the new one in. That is something that feels much more natural to me. Though I got to admit, I do like the way the other one looks. So maybe I'm going to have to experiment around with the other one and see what fits my preference best. The theme that I'm getting from these kind of luxury controllers is the option of personal preference and choice. Whereas I think on the standard, cheaper Xbox models, it's you get what you're given and you do your best with it. Whereas I think this is kind of more fun and fair. I'm guessing that these divots here in the case... I don't know if you can really see that. The lighting isn't great. Kind of. I'm guessing that those divots in there are for the paddles on the back of the controller. So if I wasn't actually going to play with these little trigger stick things, I'm assuming I could... Yeah, it looks like they can be taken out and put in the case. However, I'm going to give them a go. Something else I've noticed kind of just now is not only do we have these... paddles on the side. I'm trying to get good lighting. We also have these switches up top too, and it looks like it's like 1, 2, and 3 on either side. I'm not certain what those do. Maybe they're part of the paddles here. Maybe they are trigger resistance. I mean, I'll try messing around with the one now. This one's on 3. If I put this on... Oh, wow, yeah, it does. It impacts how much you press the trigger down. That's interesting. I know this is probably really old news to everyone else, but that's very cool. So this trigger now only goes down to there because I put it on 1. If I put it on 2, is that 2? Yep. It goes down about halfway. And then if I press 3, I can fully depress the trigger, which is cool. So, I mean, I guess it's less you have to press the controller down for your gun to then fire in first-person game modes. I can't really imagine any other games where that'd be too useful, but it's good to have. I like additional features. Always fun. Cool. So let's go ahead now, and I'm going to place this back in his little house, and I'm just going to take a look at some of the extras that this came with. I know this is largely the unexciting part of the video, which many people do in the beginning, and I'm now seeing why, is that they do the controller bit last, because that's the most exciting bit everyone wants to see. But you know what? I'll actually get that out of my framing as well. There we go. Let's take a look at this bad boy here, because there is some extra bits in here that I can feel. And I'll move this to the side for now. Okay. I'm loving the kind of like the quality of everything. And I get that it's a premium item, so it should feel quality, but it's just, I don't know. It's just nice to treat yourself every once in a while, I guess. I've not really had anything that's new. So here we go. Something that 343 has been going quite hard on with Halo Infinite is exclusive download codes. You'll notice that I'm not flipping this as my code is going to be on the other side. I'm sure. Let me just double check. Yes, I do have a code on the other side of this that I actually know what it unlocks because I've seen some of the spoiler tags. But I won't spoil that for anyone else. But this unlocks something in the game for a weapon, which is good to know. And next we have our kind of instruction manual. And whoa, why are there 2 instruction manuals? That's interesting. And then we have the product and regulatory guide, limited warranty and agreement. Things that we probably should read, but let's be honest, never will. But what are these things? So these things interest me because there are 2 of them. Just going to have a quick flick through. So it shows you all the things that they come with, all the different paddles, USB-C cable. I didn't see the USB cable. It must be in the package somewhere that I missed. But yeah, got everything on there. Oh yeah, hair trigger lock. Okay, cool. So that's what those triggers actually do. I should probably hold this up so you can at least see part of it. And they are called paddles on the back. We also have our charging pins and the pair button at the top. Okay, so it's just a generalized guide. It can be plugged directly in, which I do like. As much as wireless controllers are kind of great for maneuverability, something about a wired controller always felt better to me. Maybe it's just because I'm old and decrepit at this point. Let's see. I'm liking these kind of power effects. I'm really curious, and maybe it's asking for too much. I'm really hoping that when I turn on the controller, it will make a unique sound. I'm gonna have to try that. I don't know if that's hoping for too much. I don't know if these controllers typically do that, but it's pretty cool. And it just walks you through how to pair it, the basic pairing functionality. That's good to know. Okay, so that's fair. That's what I would expect from a product, right? A guide like this. My question is, why are there 2 of them? What could possibly be in this one now? It's the exact same. It is the exact same. I think they've just put 2 in here by mistake. Which is good to know. If anyone wants one of those, please message me your address, and let's be honest, probably won't send it to you. Let's just go ahead, and I just wanted to make sure, yes, I can feel it in the back here. Here is our USB-C cable, and actually, if I look at this, it's actually Halo themed. Oh, come on, focus, there we go. It's actually got this kind of green and with a thin orange line for like the visor, Master Chief's visor, which is cool. I have to admit, I am a sucker for things like this little themed accessories, things that they really didn't need to do, but it definitely adds to the overall feel of quality in the product. And it's a nice, fairly long lead too, which I'm always happy with. Something I have to check. And I have to check this with anything that I receive that has a USB-C or a USB micro on it, and this is definitely an indicator of quality for me. When I plug this in, is it going to kind of be a generally loose mush, or is it going to be a satisfying click where you think, yeah, that's secure? So let's give it a go. That's a click. That's what I wanted. Okay, good. That to me is like a seal of quality, and I know I'm very comfortable feeling that this is going to last a while. So many controllers and other accessories, even phones that I've bought, I'll plug in a USB-C or a USB micro cable, and it's just that kind of soft mush. And I'm like, that's going to completely fail me in about 2 months' time. That I feel fairly confident with. Will it turn on, though? Let me give it a go. It does. It doesn't make a cool noise, which is unfortunate, but then again, these don't have speakers in them, so I don't know why I was expecting that. Something I do like is the little blue light here. What that indicates, I'm going to have to read the instruction manual for, but I'm very interested in that. I was actually kind of hoping that light would maybe light up a green, or I guess actually a green wouldn't look too good on the green controller, but maybe something contrasting, even like the orange of the visor or something, it would look quite cool. But no, really happy with that. In fact, I'm just sort of admiring some of the detailing on here. I can't even get a good shot of it because my lighting isn't great. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before. But I'm loving the detailing on the controller and the buttons, and just that beat up look. We obviously got the iconic 117 at the top there, which is very nice. And anything else? The Cortana chip. It's full of like little hidden references. I say hidden references. They're not that subtle, but there's thought put into it. There's care put into it, and I think that's kind of what I was hoping for, and that's the whole thing that I'm excited for with Infinite, is the kind of level of care that 343 is putting into the game. And I think with products like this, it's quite evident. Again, it's a premium product. It's not cheap, so you would expect quality. But sometimes it's nice to just treat yourself. I have to ask, though, for somebody who doesn't really use Xbox controllers, I get that this is for a headset. What on earth is this for? Previously, I know these were for keyboard accessories, like you'd shove a mini keyboard in the bottom of the controller and you could just type with it. I don't know if that's the case anymore. It's almost like I have no idea what kind of port that is. If anyone knows, please do let me know. If I post this anywhere, we'll see. I'll probably put it on the Reddit or something, because everyone's putting their unboxing ones there, and why not add to the noise? So thank you to anyone who has watched this. Obviously, I know there are many like it, but I do appreciate it. I'm going to go get myself ready to play some Infinite tonight, because if the rumors are true, it should be launching early tonight. I believe the rumors. Pringles would never lie to me. You know, if there's anything I've learned in life, it's that people may lie, but Pringles never will. So if Pringles say it's coming out tonight, I'm going to believe them, and I'm going to make sure the game is pre-downloaded and ready to go. So hopefully you'll have a lovely week, and hopefully I'll see some of you in Infinite. All right, bye for now. I don't really know how to wave on a unboxing video. I guess upside down wave. There you go. Bye-bye.